great thing about the construction industry is that it gives me an opportunity to indulge some of my childhood memories of playing around with sand. And this is a great way of visualizing playing with sand. I love this live interactive demo here. Here to tell me more about what this is and how it relates to what his company does is Tom from Geosphere Environmental. Tom, thanks for joining us. Just tell me a little bit about this display and how it relates to what you guys do.
Yeah, so the display we brought in, this sandbox, is a fully interactive sand pit in a sense, so people can reenact their childhood, and it also provides a nice visual representation of what we do on part of the geo-environmental and geotechnical side of the business. What this would relate to is the stratigraphy and the geology.
Stratigraphy.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm learning new words today.
That's it. Every day's a lesson. So this is, so that the underlying geology. When we're drilling boreholes, that's what we're looking for, and we're looking to find out the conditions and the structure of the underlying ground, primarily for working out foundation design, but also doing contaminated land aspects, things like that.
And speaking of boring holes, you've got this here, but you've also got one of your hole boring machines over here as well. Let's wander over and take a quick look. I'm assured that you're not going to be doing a live demo of this through the floor of the NEC today, which is a bit of a shame in some ways.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't be too happy with us doing that. This is one of the smaller rigs that we have in-house that we do a lot of the geo-environmental work on, but also some of the foundation design stuff. Capable of boring down 5 meters, 10 in the optimum conditions. It's nice, it gives you good soil profiles, it's low-tech, percussive hammerhead, knocking these tubes into the ground, and then we're pulling out soil samples from these tubes here. So this was a nice one. We're glad we could fit it in and put it on the stand, because it is good for the clients to see what they're paying for and what they're putting on site, how much disturbance there's going to be, because a lot of the time they don't know. They do what they do, we do what we do.
Cool. So surveying areas of ground, working out what's on the surface, what's underneath, that's what you guys do at Geosphere Environmental. But what's different about what it is that you do? What is it that you bring to the table that means that someone should go with you rather than one of your competitors?
Okay, so our USP, I suppose, in a sense, is simplicity. We work in a scientific industry where it is easy to complicate things. The subject is complicated in itself. You don't need to make it complicated. The skill is in making it simple. So a lot of people in our industry will naturally try and overcomplicate, and the impression is that the reports, our products, the more complicated they are, the better they are. But that's not the case, because your non-technical people have got to understand them. So our sort of buzzword is simplify. We simplify the reports. If the client can understand it easier, if the regulators can understand it easier, everyone's going to be on board. You're not fighting an uphill battle of misunderstanding. And the wording in reports is very important. The wrong inflections on stuff can give positive or negative slants. So that's something we really focus on. It's not just a robotic aspect of, here's the results. We fit it into the report. Here it is robotic. There you go. Our products are a simplified, what are we trying to tell the regulators? How's the client going to perceive it? How's the client going to understand it? So that's that's where we like to set ourselves in the report. We're a relatively new company. Been going 10 years now.
Whereabouts do you operate?
So we're based in Ipswich, and our main stomping ground is East Anglia, Kent, London, Bedfordshire, Norfolk. But you know, we go anywhere. You go where the work is. So Bristol, Liverpool, you know, we'll consider anything. And brilliant. We kind of just ask our clients, give us the opportunity to quote. You'll probably be surprised.
Well, thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak with you today, and also let me play in your interactive sand pit.
You know what? We should come and see something.
There's more. Tom's got more for me. Right, come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. Because I do happen to know that this sand pit's got a few more things up its sleeve. What have you got there? What is this?
It's a bat.
This is a bat in a bottle?
In a jar, yeah.
In a jar. Why? Tell me why.
A lot of people, when they hear about protected species, they just see it as a negative. They can't really associate. Not many people have seen bats up close. So these are bats that our licensed worker has been dealing with, and then when they've died, we've actually retained them and get them as a teaching aid. essentially.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't realise how small bats are, or how much they weigh, or anything like that. You know, just how nice looking they are. So we keep these on the stand, and you know, people are slightly horrified by them, but I'm fairly surprised.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to have a bat in my hand when we started this interview, but that's the thing that's just happened. Anyway, if you want to have a bat in your hand, have a play with an interactive sandpit that's got a few more tricks up its sleeve, or to have a chat with Tom about what Geosphere does, then yeah, make your way over, have a chat with Tom and his colleagues. Thank you very much for having a chat with us just now, Tom.
Thank you very much. Cheers.